is not very far. Each family played Miley's twice, which means we had repeated use. And it was always on weekends or holidays, which are typically the time where family goes together for like road trips or visiting family. We also interviewed each family again to see what they thought about Miley's and what insights they have to share. And we saw that there's a very interesting difference between children and parents. Children were only focused about the game itself. They were concerned with the rewards they might get, how to make the game more interesting. They suggested that we add levels and add rewards. For example, one girl told us that she used Miley at home. She captured a Miley, and then she took the device, she put it on the desk, and she walked away. She came back like an hour later, and she said, I got back, the next day I went to school, and I told everybody, look, I have 1,000 points, I won. So that were the kids. They only were interested in the game itself and what they can get out of it. In contrast, parents were more interested about how they can use Miley's to achieve the goals that they described in the initial interview, which is how they can use Miley's to create a stronger bond between the family members, and how to use Miley's for teaching history and geography and navigation. So one father, for example, suggested that if we reach a certain location, for example, he said Golani Junction in Israel, which is a very famous junction. So he said, if we get there, why don't Miley tell us something about what is this Golani that this junction is called after? So we took that to mind. So based on our findings, we identified 5 key challenges for location-based in-car game design. The first one is the different expectations between children and parents. And game designer must find ways to sort of like appeal to both parents and children by developing games that are both educational and fun. What we plan to do in future versions of Miley's is allow parents to add text to each Miley characters they plant. So for example, let's say a parent plants Miley's at the Empire State Building. The parent could add text saying something about the history of the building, when it was built, etc. But it could also plant text that says, this is where mom and dad met for the first time, for example. So this would allow parents to kind of like teach their kids what they want to teach using Miley, so hopefully